Between the hedges, Georgia dogs coming out. War Eagle flying over Jordan hair skies. Hotty toddy down in Oxford, rebels rise. Cowbells ringing in Starkville all night. Rocky Top singing in that Leland light. Anchor down Vandy, black and gold pride. Gamecocks crowing in Columbia loud and wide. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Gators in the swamp, trumping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Ridge battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score.
Woo! Ho, ho! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your man, Nick Frazier. Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We are rocking here tonight on a Wednesday. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here as always around the water cooler, man. Riding solo dolo tonight, man. But it's nothing that I can't handle, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us as always. Before we get into it, man, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast tonight on Facebook, man. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok, man. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok, man. Starting to post a lot more content over there, man. Trying to be a little bit more consistent on both of those platforms as well. Also, man, follow us on Twitter. We're starting to post a lot more, be a lot more interactive over there on Twitter as well. So come over there, follow us at CoolersPod23 on Twitter. We appreciate you so much, man. We would love for you to come over there and follow us. We're trying to get our following to go that way. And of course, you already know, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the content, use the hashtag WCTPod when you do it. But we want you to subscribe. Is what we want you to do. We need you to subscribe because what we're trying to do is we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. That is the goal. That is the goal. The goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. And that is what we shall do here around the water cooler. And we appreciate y'all so much for doing that, man. I don't know how close you are. I haven't checked. I don't know how close we are, but hopefully we are closer than where we were yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. Man, but we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here as always, man. Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for always rocking with us, man. Everybody that's around the water cooler with us. Let's see who in the chat with us. Let's see who rocking with us in the chat, man. As always, our guy, Auburn Dad for Life, gets us started. He says, man, well, we had good flips today. Still having to wait until Friday for Jace Matthews. Let's hope he doesn't like LSU or Ole Miss to sign with good guys and sign with the good guys. But got to say, this signing class we flipped from the Tide is great. Yeah, there's a lot of A lot of flips. We're gonna talk about it tonight a little bit, man. We're gonna get into it tonight some, man. Rodney Williamson in the chat. What up, my guy? Rodney Williamson, Black Magic Racer. What's up, my guy? Hope you're feeling all right. It is Insider Ant. He's in the chat. What's up, Mitch? What's up with you, my guy? How you feeling, man? I appreciate you like the song so much, Rodney, man. Appreciate you so much, man. My guy, Fresh Boy from B-Ham. He said staff did what they could with this class. Ain't no complaints. Well, the thing about this class, man, this class was always going to be a smaller class anyway. Even when Hugh Freeze was there, it was going to be a smaller class. And I think that's the way college football is going to go when it gets to recruiting. When you get to the recruiting aspect of everything, you're going to start to see smaller classes, and you're going to start seeing classes that are more tailored to the needs of the program and the needs of the roster is what you're about to start seeing. So I'm not mad about this class. Not mad about it. A lot of people talk about some, oh, it's 3-star. It's 3 stars. Number 3 stars was signed. 3-star you. Chill out. He's only been there for literally 3-4 days. So what do we expect? I mean, we did lose a 5-star in the portal. I mean, that's fine. He stayed in the state and went to Mississippi State. We got one that's a hard commit that's more than likely going to sign on Friday. He's waiting until Friday to sign. But, man, stay patient, man. This roster is still pretty decent. There are portal guys out there that you can go and get. So trust me, man. Let's not get to the point to where we sitting here already talking about it's not great. My guy Mike McKinney in the chat. What's up, Mike? How you feeling, man? Warrior to you, man. As always, the legend of Sweet Sugarbat Williams, the Huggy Beard himself, is in the chat. Shout out to you, my guy Rodney Williamson, back with us, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Tim, the Toolman Taylor, is rocking with us as well, man. We thank y'all so much, man, for rocking with us. I hope y'all feeling all right, man. My guy Plain in the chat. Man, what's going on? How you feeling, man? How you feeling, Plain? Hope you're doing all right, my guy. Tim come in. He said, Nick, you going to apply for that UAB job on Indeed? They taking apps, bro. You and Ant can still get it in 26. Yo, I saw that, man. UAB posted their head coaching job on Indeed. I almost applied for it. Almost. You know what? When this show is over with, I am going to go apply for it. I'm going to go apply for it when this show's over with. I'm happy you said that, Tim. I'm going to go apply for it when the show is over with. Rodney said, hit the like button. Do that for me, man. Hit the like button as well, man. We appreciate you so much, man. Plain said, finish his workout at Crunch Fitness just in time. Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you, man. My guy, JT, is in the chat. JT, what's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling, my guy? Hope you're feeling good, man. Hope y'all doing all right, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for rocking with us, man. As always, man. Nick might want to be the next UAB head coach. Be him a little rough, but the street smart. But he's street smart and it can make it, man. Yeah, man. Birmingham, man. We'll make it in Birmingham. We'll be good. I'm gonna apply for the job tonight. I'm gonna put my application in tonight to be the UAB head coach on Indeed. Trust me, I'm gonna do it. And when I do it, I'm gonna screenshot it and put it up somewhere so that y'all can see it. By the way, Nick, it was in what parallel universe we live in where Vandy takes 5-star quarterback from anybody less than. Listen, man, Jared Curtis. Okay. So here's the thing. Jared Curtis flipped from Georgia back to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt flipped a receiver from Alabama. Alabama had a bad day today, man. Alabama had a bad day today. Auburn flipped a receiver from Alabama. Vanderbilt flipped a receiver from Alabama. And I want to say Tennessee flipped a receiver from Alabama. Boy, hey, in the words of Tez, they're boiling fraud theory. I'm trying to tell you. Slugged Up Durkin in the chat, man. I knew I wasn't going to have to change my name. Slugged Up Durkin and Gola is going to run through the SEC. Put the word out, man. I'm telling you, man, the video that's coming out tomorrow morning, you know, we put out videos every morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. The video that's coming out tomorrow morning has something to do with that. I want y'all to make sure y'all take a look at that one, man. Appreciate you, man. Slugged Up Durkin back, man. Golas didn't stare Chase. And he did a damn good job having only AU jacket on for like 72 hours. That is very true. Very true, man. Shout out to Karen Park. She in the chat. Wardan, what's up, Karen? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? My guy, C. Hall is in the chat. What's up, C. Hall, man? He said, great recruiting, man. Yes, it is, man. We cannot sit here and get mad about what happened in this recruiting cycle because of the fact that a coaching change happened. But like I stated earlier, the name of the game was that this was going to be a small recruiting class anyway. So you needed to, you know, kind of keep everybody that you can. And Auburn did that. And you still have commits out there. You still have the Wilson Zaires. You still have the Jace Matthews that has to sign. Tavian Branch, who committed to Auburn today, didn't sign. I don't know if he's going to sign later on this week, or I don't know if he sent the paperwork in yet, but that's a big get. Jordan Carter was one that I thought Auburn would be able to get. But He ended up signing with Tennessee. Vodney Cleveland. Surprisingly, Vodney Cleveland is going to sign with North Carolina. Deron Parks signing with North Carolina. A lot of those names those two names that I just said are some names that you probably have heard a lot in this recruiting cycle, because they were names that a lot of people thought Auburn were in the mix to get. So I don't know, man. We're gonna see. I need the D line. Yeah, man. Shout out to Corey Wells, Texas commit, flipped today to Auburn. 4-star guy, Corey Wells from Mississippi. Him and his brother flipped to Auburn. We're gonna talk about that a little bit more in a minute, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. B Ham in the chat, UAB. We gonna, hey, I'm telling you, I'm applying for the job, man. I'm applying for the job. I'm telling you, I'm going to apply for the job. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen, bro. I'm going to apply for the UAB job. And I'm gonna go out there and win, and then Auburn's gonna have to come and hire me. I'm just saying. I have to come out there and it was not diss Birmingham. Why would I diss Birmingham? I'm from Alabama. I rock with it. All right, man. Let's get it going, man. I got my guy Tight Sports is rocking in with me tonight. Tight, how you feeling? Tight, what's going on? Tight,
hey man, we're still running high over here, man. We're making it happen. We're trying to make sure we leave some talent for the rest of the NCAA, especially those in the SEC.
Stop
man.
it, Tight. Stop
and
it. Stop it. Y'all had a bad day today. I had a bad day.
We're still ranked number 6. We got
20
people.
Y'all had a bad day.
You think we don't have no money?
Y'all don't.
Okay. Thank you, folks. Good night.
I'm gonna bring in my other guy, man. He said he got a mini rant that he want to get off tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Ant the Insider. Ant, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's
on your mind, Ant? What's on your mind, my guy?
Man, I gotta do this. How you want to start off the show for real?
I do want to start
mini
off.
rant.
I want to hit a mini rant before we
thought
get
you want
into...
to talk about recruiting, man.
Oh, y'all want to talk about? Okay, cool. Let's talk about recruiting. We'll hold off on that then. Let's get into.
That's the word of the day is recruiting.
Let's get into recruiting. I thought Ant wanted to get off the chest real quick, but let's talk about it, man. Here's what Auburn had put out today, man. You know, it's like I said, a lot of people are saying it's a small class. Well, that's what it was supposed to be. You know, it's not something that was going to be a large class of 30 plus guys or anything like that.
Right.
But with the way that NIL is shaping up now, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to look like this, and you're going to start seeing classes look to the point to where you're going to feel needs on your roster. Is what you're going to start looking at. You start up at the top, man. 4-star Adam Balagoon Ali is a guy that signed today. Linebacker Parker Pritchett, interior offensive lineman. Brian Williams, one of those guys that flipped from Alabama today. He flipped from Alabama to Auburn, wide receiver there. Shadrick Tootle, brother to Shadarius Tootle, 3-star guy. He's a JUCO guy. Michael London Foster, one of those USF guys that was committed with Alex Golish down there, has brought his commitment over to Auburn. DeMarcus Broughton, he's another one that was committed to USF. Guy from Mary G. Montgomery in Mobile. He signed with Auburn today on the Plains. 3-star Wayne Henry, man. Wayne Henry is one of those guys that has that Maryland connection, the St. Francis connection. Blake Woodby, all of those guys, you know, the Emmanuel Iheanachos, the Zion Eli's of the world. He's coming from that St. Francis Academy pipeline that's connected to Durkin. He's been committed to Auburn, solidly committed to Auburn for a long time. He signed his paperwork today. Chris Wells, brother to 4-star Corey Wells. He flipped his commitment today from South Alabama, which was, man, that was a bittersweet moment for me personally. Travis Wakefield, long snapper. You need one of those guys. He committed. He signed his paperwork today as well. But you're also looking here, man. You got 4-star Jacquez Wilkes. 4-star Jacquez Wilkes. A lot of people wanted this guy. Guy from Watley, Alabama. He is in the fold right now. I think he is right now he is the highest rated recruit that Auburn has in the fold right now. Outside of Jace Matthews, who will not sign until Friday. Then right after him, you have Shadarius Tootle. Spelled his name wrong. That should be SH, not Sudarius. That's Shadarius. That's just a mistype right there. Forgive me for that. Was committed to Auburn at one point in time, flipped his commitment to Georgia, and then flipped back to Auburn and has been Auburn ever since and has signed the paperwork, and he is now an Auburn Tiger. The biggest one to me, besides Corey Wells flipping from Texas to Auburn, I speak about him right now. Corey Wells flipping from Texas to Auburn, defensive lineman. Is committed to Texas. This is a guy that Vontae King Williams has been eyeing for the longest. That he's been wanting to get into this class to beef up the interior of that defensive line. You know, you signed Malik Autry last year in the 25 class. You signed Jordan Crawford in the 25 class last year. You got Dallas Walker in the portal last year. You got Jared Smith at one of the edge positions last year as well. Amaris Williams is still there. You got a lot of guys that are still there. That's young, deep pieces, depth pieces that's on that defensive front that is going to be stars for Auburn in the future. But flipping Corey Wells from Texas is a guy that is something that is big for this Auburn team. And this is a guy that Coach Vontae King Williams has been eyeing for the longest. And I thought that there would be no way that he would flip from Texas back to Auburn. But hey, today, big time flip, big time pickup for Auburn, getting Corey Wells, the 4-star, to flip from Texas back to Auburn. Young guy from Mississippi. To me, the biggest one is that young man in the middle, Deshaun Spencer. 3-star guy. I hope he gets that 4th star before it's all said and done. But I'm telling you, this is a special guy. He was committed to Duke, and he ended up flipping back to Auburn today as well, and signed his paperwork there with Auburn today. So I'm telling you, man, there is a lot of hype coming out of Auburn. A lot of people feel good about this class. A lot of people are excited about this class. The next thing that's going to come up is the transfer portal. So we will see what Auburn does in the transfer portal. Then the last guy on the end over there, Rice Brush, one of those USF guys that came in with Coach Alex Golish, who was committed to USF and is following Alex Golish to Auburn. Got his QB. This is a guy that Alex Golish has keyed in on and has been heavy on for the longest, and a guy that he has been sticking by for a while. And he decided to come to Auburn with him. So as you know, Alex Golish says that he's a guy that can develop quarterbacks. They're the quarterback developers. Very explosive offense is what you're looking at, and this is a guy that he's keyed in on. So it can tell you one of two things. He feels very strongly about this guy. This guy can come in and run his offense and be explosive, or he can be excuse me, he can make him into what he needs him to be. No, he's only a 6'2", 180-pound guy compared to the guy that ran his offense last year, Byron Brown, who's a bigger guy. I think this guy Ryan's Brush has a little bit of a more liver arm than Byron Brown does. I don't know. I athletically, I didn't really see him run for real. But you're looking at this guy, he has a more lively arm than Byron Brown is. And there are rumors that Byron Brown may be entering the transfer portal once it opens up to come to Auburn. So, I mean, it's a lot of things going through, a lot of storylines that we're going to be talking about here on Water Cooler Talk Sports. So please make sure that you tune in. Not just Auburn football, but we'll be talking SEC football and college football as well, because I do want to touch on that Penn State situation that's going on up there, because that is just a mess what's going on at Penn State, man. But that is what Auburn had happened today in the early signing period for the 26 class. I'm gonna ask Ant, because Ant is an Auburn fan. Then I'm gonna ask Tight next. Ant, your thoughts on the class that came in, and what did you like? What you didn't like? What could have been improved on?
Man, I like Buddy from Pennsylvania.
Tavian. You talking about Tavian Branch? He's not on this list because he didn't sign it. His paperwork hasn't been signed yet.
But he need to hurry up and sign. He plays offense and defense with an attitude. I love it.
Okay. So that's your favorite guy that you picked up. So that's the favorite guy that you like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice and quick. Plays with a great mean streak. Man, as I was watching film on the War Report when they was, committing, man, the man had a lot of pancake blocks, bro.
Mm.
As a former offensive lineman myself, I love it. I love seeing that.
Okay.
That means he got a lot of aggression built up. A lot.
Mm.
I also like the quarterback though. I
Brush.
like the quarterback. Yes. He's small. True enough, he needs some size. Get some weight on him, he'll be pretty good. But man, his arm, he got great arm strength. He got great touch, bruh. It's so much to like already. And people complain about stars. That's why I hate the star ranking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's a 3-star don't mean he can't play.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't mean he can't be developed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And from what I seen on film with him with the quarterback, man, listen, he gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
talking about a big problem.
Okay. 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 Tight. Your
I'm looking
thoughts?
I think y'all got a good class. You're right. Development is the thing. I absolutely have been looking at the star rating system for a while, and it's very good in some regards, and some positions is absolutely horrible at. And one of the places that's pretty bad at is his quarterback, actually.
Mm.
But receivers and running backs is good, and you just can't test the heart of a lineman until they get on the doggone field. Far as our class right now, we've signed 10 of the ESPN top 300s, if that means anything. But I got some names out here I have not done video on. See, like we got I just missed the guy's name. Malik Franklin just came in, flipped from somewhere, and a Corey Howard. I don't know who the heck that is, but I'll tell you right now, I'll take Corey Howard because first of all, he's from Valdosta. Like that. He's a defensive end, 6'6", 230. I think we can work with that. We put him in the weight room, add about 30 pounds to him, and put him out there on that bandit rotation and let it happen. This Malik Franklin, I think they're saying, because I'm not very good at this stuff, I think they're saying it's a flip up from LSU. 6'5", 250, edge rusher. That's a big ass edge. Anyway, for high school, think about it. That's coming around the corner on you from high school. It's hard to deal with that. Of course, our prize pieces, Jari Edwards, and I don't know, Xavier Griffin, Xavier Crowell, and Sadarian Morgan. I'm looking at a list right now. It has 3 of those guys listed as 4 stars, but that's absolutely hilarious because everybody else calls those guys 5 stars. But hey, what's a star between friends? So I'm feeling good. We got 22 people signed, and I hope they go. I know they got one guy out of JUCO. I hope they go get some more people out of JUCO, especially for the defensive line. Because I just think it's probably a good place. If you can get 1 or 2, just to get your line straight is one thing. But more than anything else, I'm looking for us to any minute. I'm looking for us to sign somebody that knows something about offensive line development. I've been looking for that lately. Need somebody that can work on that.
I know that's coming tight.
Huh? Feeling good, Nick.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. But all I'm saying is, I saw a lot of flips from Alabama to the other schools.
I seen Vandy take a 5-star from him, but
I'm just saying.
That boy wasn't no 5-star.
I mean,
just saying, he was either a 4-star or something. He was a 4-star.
Star. He was a 5-star, man. He was a 5. He was the best quarterback in the nation, sir.
Wait a minute, that dude wasn't
flipped from Georgia. You talking about the wrong one? He flipped from Georgia.
See that?
Oh, he flipped from Georgia.
I'm talking about one of the receivers. One of the receivers was a 4-star.
Yeah. He was a 3-star, 4-star on somebody's list. But like you said, somebody just put it in the post. Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And we still number 6. Yeah. Where are y'all ranked right now?
We are ranked 35th right now.
Excuse me, I can't hear that low.
35, sir.
This guy 35. Right here. But you gotta understand though.
We wasn't expected to have a big class this year. Anyway.
Yeah, we wasn't. But you gotta understand, Jace Matthews is still out there. Wilson Zaire is still out there. Tavion Branch is still out there. They haven't signed their letters of intent. I mean, their letters of intent yet. But in all indication, it seems as if those guys will sign their letters of intent with Auburn. So those should be coming soon.
I
to
wish
see
I had
exactly
my
what happens there.
I wish I had my sound effect because all of our problem is ahead. We need a like a hurricane type sound, that sucking sound of the portal beginning to open up.
Oh Lord.
And I'm telling you, I've been there for you know what I'm saying, as neighbors, man. I'm praying for y'all that y'all make it through the storm. This
What you
gonna be
mean?
What
man,
storm?
the portal. When the portal open up, man,
Okay,
that's
okay,
your
Ty, so
biggest
what are you
problem.
talking
That's my
about?
Hey,
biggest
hey, hey,
problem.
Ty, so
hey.
you think Auburn about to lose players?
I think everybody gonna lose players.
Okay, no, but you're trying to make it
Man,
seem like Auburn
we
gonna lose
might
a bunch
we
of
might
guys. That's what
lose
you're trying to make it seem.
we
When
might
you
lose
have
a
that,
handful.
when people start poaching you, man, that money start coming in through Instagram and DM people in the Xbox, man. I'm sorry, on X. I say Xbox. On X, I'm telling you, man, it can change stuff. You got to remember the net effect of Saban retiring was 46 or 47 players. The net
There
effect.
we go. Shout out to Karen Parker. Karen Parker just said Wilson Zaire just signed, so add him to the class.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that is a 4-star offensive tackle that is in the class right now. Shout out to Karen Parker. Shout out to you for giving us the updated as it comes in. He just signed. That's what I'm talking about. 4-star offensive tackles. Wilson Zaire has just signed his letter of intent. That's what we talking about. Would love to see if Tavian Branches comes in tonight or tomorrow, because I'm telling you that is a guy too. I think he's 6'4", 6'5", 310 pounds, playing defensive line. So we'd love to get that one in the boat so that we can get that thing rocking and rolling. Yep, there she goes. She said got the update from her Auburn Twitter group. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We got insiders everywhere. Everybody got information. And I love it. I love it, man. I love it. That's what I'm talking about, man. I enjoy it. I want to ask y'all a question. If y'all have not, I did a video today on Hugh Freeze's his interview that he did with David Pollack. And
you mean his resume he released upon the
he kind of did. He kind of did.
His job, his application. That's what it was.
But he had some really interesting thoughts about how you can fix the calendar and fix the portal and everything like that. One of the things that he said that you would do is that you would move sign day back to February. You would move, you can have mid-year enrolling, basically on that March, have a mid-semester enrollment in March, and then basically move the spring practices back to after spring graduation in March, June, and have those spring practices like OTAs. And he said another thing that he said, you can get he would get rid of the conference championship weekend and have a 2014 college football playoff.
2014. I heard that Nick Saban said the same thing when it came to the part about the OTAs in June and all that stuff that he's talking. Now the March mid-enrollment, he mean letting people start training with the team in March?
No. They start school because okay. So I give you an example. So there are some schools out there to where they do classes sort of like that, because right now I'm finishing my master's degree, and that's how it is for me. So I have the opportunity to take 8-week courses from January to March, and that will be I can take 9 hours in those 8 weeks, and then from March to May, I can do a whole nother 9 hours of classes, and that's a whole nother course. I can basically take 18 hours in a semester. And so they have mid-year enrollment that you can do. So you can start, you don't have to start classes in January, you can start classes in March.
But that doesn't apply to them. That don't even apply to the majority of schools.
It doesn't.
Because I remember Auburn used to be on a quarter system. They went to semesters, and most people were on semesters. So but it's other issues. Now get back to me on the conference championship Sunday morning. I may agree with him on that.
No, I wholeheartedly agree with him getting rid of the conference championships. I do.
I think it's kind of going to a 2014. It probably. I told you, man. I've told y'all forever. I think the group of 5 is getting the holes right now. I mean, because they paying they fair share of whatever dues they got to pay to be in NCAA, but they don't have. I don't think they have proper representation. When you said we're going to bring one of 5 whole conferences or maybe 2 into a 12-team playoff, so I always thought they could go 16 and have every conference champion in there and a bunch of at-larges. Problem with that is Big Ten gonna want all the at-larges, and so is the SEC. So 24, it really doesn't. That's a lot of teams, man. I mean, does it make the? It's like basketball, the NBA, right? I like the NBA. Okay, I don't watch as much as I used to, but when I didn't start watching that stuff till like January after the All-Star break or whatever that is. I didn't watch the NBA. I'm talking even when Kobe and Shaq, I started watching them like in December, maybe. So
Christmas Day.
Yeah, exactly. There it is. Yeah, the Christmas Day thing. That's when I started watching them because they need time to warm up. So I don't think you can dampen a college. I mean, we got people going to Tuskegee games like like Raven Maniacs, because that's what they do. I don't think you can dampen the regular season because every game means something to somebody. Even if it's like especially now, if it's Kentucky coming to Auburn or Vandy going to Alabama, that's gonna mean something to a lot of people. I don't see the sales going down. I don't see the TVs turning off. So I can see that, but it's all gonna have to be handled, most of it under collective bargaining. So let's not forget about that.
Yeah, Mike. That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, it's the same way basketball does. Basketball has the regular season championship, and then they just have the SEC just has a tournament. They just go. Yeah, they have the regular season champion, and then they just have the tournament champion.
Yeah, just give us our conference championship, and we just go on to the thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to bring in a guy right here that you all know and love from the Up Tempo podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the one and only Dustin. Dustin, what's going on, my guy? How you feeling?
What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight?
Chilling. Dustin, I'm gonna put this graphic up. Okay. I want you to tell us what your thoughts is about Auburn's recruiting class, 26 recruiting class, early signing day class. Just give your thoughts so far, what you're seeing on the screen right there, and who you like, who you don't like. I will say this, that Wilson Zaire did just send in his letter of intent, so he's not on this list because this was made before. These are all the guys that have sent in letters that have signed, that are not just committed. But Wilson Zaire just sent it in. Shout out to Miss Karen Parker for letting us know that live while we was on live. But I want to get your thoughts on this, man. What do you think so far about this class? Who you like, who you don't like? What just give us your overall thoughts about it.
Man, well, first there's a couple of guys I still got to do some film watching of. A lot of new names kind of popped up here the last couple of days, man. So definitely still got some stuff to do on like the quarterback, Rise Brush. I haven't even looked at his tape yet. So and we'll definitely do that for our members over there on the Up Tempo pod for sure. And then some of these guys you definitely do know. You know a guy in Deshaun Spencer from Saraland, kind of heard his name trending for a while. A guy I've watched play multiple times. He is electric, man. Shadarius Tootle, big time to keep him in the class. Obviously committed to Auburn for a long time, flips to Georgia. Getting him back in, that's big time. One thing that really kind of stands out to me is, look, Hugh Freeze, he had 3 weeks when he came in. He had 3 weeks to a month to in that situation with where signing day was, to kind of get everything in order. Alex Gold just had 3 days, so we got to keep that in perspective. And also, if you think back to last summer, the whole and this I will give Hugh Freeze a bit of a reprieve. I felt like it came from top down, where the money situation with the rev share, and John Cohen thought that it was going to go a certain kind of way. I think once it kind of got past SEC media days and he realized that everybody's just going to still continue to do whatever they want to do on the NIL front. And then you saw Auburn get a Jacquez Wilkes and a Jace Matthews. And that's when Brethren Womack committed all in that time frame. Zaire, there was a big run of like high level prospects all of a sudden when Auburn kind of pivoted from what was their money strategy. And I can tell you from a couple of recruitments that I know that Auburn was involved in here locally in my area, that during the summer, Auburn was not just low on their offers. I had parents telling me they're not even in the same ballpark as some of these other teams. And these were kids that Auburn was top of their board at one time. So, and they're signing with other SEC programs today. So Auburn was always behind the 8 ball on this current recruiting class. At the very least, it was because of those couple of months of misunderstanding of the rev share and all that.
Yep.
And then as the season goes on, it's still like, okay, well, it's still Auburn. You still have the resources. The NIL is still there. Hugh Freeze, no one ever said he can't recruit. So there was still a possibility to pull it into like a top 20, top 15 class maybe. But everyone's in wait and see mode because with the understanding the head coach is on the hot seat. And then obviously he doesn't even make it past game 9. It quickly goes south. So your recruit class just kind of dead in the water. So I think at the end of the day here, like keeping a Jock Quizlip in the boat, keeping a Shadarius Tootle in the boat, Spencer, the kid from Saraland, getting Corey Wells. I think that the D-line coach Williams had a good day today.
Yeah, shout out to Montreal King Williams, man.
And then keeping Goon, man, Adam Goon a lead. That kid right there. Yeah. I absolutely love his tape. It feels like, I'm not going to say he's not the athlete that Elijah Melendez is, but it's a 3-star linebacker from Florida where when I turn on the tape, I go, there's no way you don't have this kid as a 4-star. So,
well, 247 has this as a 4-star.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, all right. Well, at one point, that must be new. I think because at one point during the summer he was a 3-star. Yeah. So, I mean, good for him. He's earned it. He's a great player, man. And I think that I like his IQ. I like what he could do in pass coverage. I think that Goon Ali can really be efficient in pass coverage. He can really help Auburn out. And Auburn's kind of struggled giving up some big plays across the middle over these last couple of years. That's kind of been the one thing in this DJ Durkin defense that we need to see fixed. I think that he can definitely get in there and help out with that. So all in all, man, I think Auburn started off the day in the 247 rankings in the 90s.
They did.
And then to get up to 37, and they got the Jace Matthews situation pushed back. Let's see if we can bring that one home. But I think that Coach Golis did the best that he could in their current situation. And we all know it's just going to be portal heavy. I think that's when we can really kind of judge the situation as far as getting a first good look at Golis and his talent acquisition abilities. It would be here in a couple of weeks when the portal hits, because a couple of days to pull this together, man. It is what it is. I think they did the best job possible. And you still got a couple high level guys, man. Like Georgia wanted Shadarius Tootle, right? Like they would take him. So you still won a couple of battles. So sorry.
How can we compete with Lane's $35 million? How are we gonna make it?
I don't know. He flipping.
I'm gonna tell you.
I know that much.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel about that. I don't think that's all in line like people think it is, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm just saying, man.
It's a lot of money, bro. You got to understand the money that's involved in that. You paying. They did not want to pay Brian Kelly. So then now they have to pay Brian Kelly the $54 million. Then you have to buy out the rest of the staff that did leave. Then you have to bring in Lane Kiffin on that contract. Then pay his assistants, and now you're gonna have $25 million a year for NIL.
And Lane does not care. I'm sorry, he do not care about a national championship. That's my fear. He don't care about a national championship. He just don't.
Cash. It's a lot of cash.
I'm shocked though Miss Gruson to say Charlie Weiss Jr. could coach the game.
Mm. Is there one person in this class, and I asked Type because he's Alabama fans, I asked him, but Dustin and is there one person in this class that you wish Auburn could have gotten that you would say would have been the icing on the cake? Is there one person, like, just if you could think of one recruit, who would that guy be? I tell you mine. Mine would be Emmanuel Iheanacho. If we could have gotten Emmanuel Iheanacho as the offensive tackle, 5-star offensive tackle, I think he signed with Oregon today. He's from that St. Francis pipeline with DJ Durkin out of Maryland. Could have gotten him. I think that would have been the icing on the cake for me. It could have been some offensive line help, a guy that's projected to be a really good guy, a really good offensive lineman moving forward, a big guy at that. But the trenches, man, that's where you win it in this league. Emmanuel Iheanacho would have been my guy. What say you two?
Caden Hall. Caden Hall is a safety out of Milton, Florida. Mm-hmm. Actually, when he was a sophomore, Auburn was his first FCC offer. He signed with Florida today, kind of in the whole coaching change up with Charles Kelly and all that. Mm-hmm. A different safety coach coming in. I don't know how much the new staff that came in kind of prioritized him, but I think that kid is an absolute stud. He's on the borderline of a 5-star. I think he may have dropped off a little bit this year, but that's just because very much like Perry Thompson and Perry Thompson's senior year. Caden has to do everything for his team. Like he plays wide receiver, he plays DB, he takes some snaps at quarterback. Like he does everything. If it's 3rd and 7, they switch out the quarterback. He has to throw it long. That kid is an absolute stud. And Auburn I know for a fact that at one point in time, he wanted to go to Auburn really bad, and then it was kind of Auburn that said, okay, he's going to Florida today. That kid's going to be one hell of a football player. So that's kind of just one that I would like to see in terms of like realistically for Auburn. Losing Brendan Womack feels like a loss.
That's gonna be my next question. That's gonna be my next question. What about you, Ant? I'm guessing you're gonna say Brendan Womack.
I'm gonna say the running back from Mississippi because he was kind of a bruiser, and that's what we need. We don't really have big running backs like that no more. Okay. And playing SEC ball, we gonna need that.
Okay. All right. Well, Tight, you're an Alabama fan. Tell us who is your guy that you would have.
I'm more in line with what the coaches already had said, but when that Utu guy pulled up and he didn't commit to SMU, but after a visit to SMU, I'm like, he may be missing the bigger picture they had for him, because I guess he was going to try to probably come in and take over for Proctor. But I know the guy has a lot of explosiveness. He literally played volleyball at 300 pounds in 9th and 10th grade. You're talking about somebody that could get up to. I think I put a video out there already, but he still hadn't signed with anybody last time I checked. Well, maybe today he will, but big kid. I mean, just a big kid and very athletic and agile. So I'm just hoping we can make it up with our defensive lineman that we bring in. Because if you can't push him, you better be able to stop him. Got to be able to do something.
I like that.
But Nick, I want to throw something out there, man. I'm looking at the people. You know who's at the top of On 3 Rivals poll right now?
You talking about like teams?
Yeah, it's
USC.
like USC, Notre Dame, and Oregon. I'm like, sometimes, I mean, you get these recruiting classes in, man, and it's all about development, man. I mean, if you 35th and then your team ends up in top 5 next year, who cares where these people come from? Because I for one believe Nick Saban showed us, but I just can see now that some people just lazy. They making $6 million, $5 million. That dude, I couldn't do that at Mississippi State. Didn't work out for him, but you know how he worked his ass off to get them to 5 and 7. Can you imagine all them new people that he brought in to get them where they are? Meanwhile, dude at Kentucky just been waiting to get fired for 4 years. They walk out on the field like trying to figure out how much they're gonna lose by. I don't think he was putting in that work.
Tight, you telling us something that we watched for 2.5 seasons. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't throwing shots at that direction, but I'm just saying, all over the place. I mean, I even go Trent Dilfer. I'm like, he probably ran his staff away. Like they're like, we're gonna get fired, so we might as well stop beating our heads against the wall. Wow. I watched UAB and I was like, I couldn't even watch it. No, it's not watchable. Tuskegee is not watchable, after the first quarter. But I just see there's a lot of people that get in these positions. What is that? The Thompson principle, whatever, where you get Peterson principle, where you get promoted to your level of incompetence. It's a principle. So there's a lot of people that get these jobs, they get hookups, and then they can't handle it. Starting off with Lane Kiffin when he went to the Oakland Raiders. Al Davis told him to go somewhere and grow up.
I want to ask this question because I think this is a relevant question. How important? Well, let's set it up like this. Does this class look different? Does Auburn's class look different if DJ Durkin is not the defensive coordinator?
Yes.
And you think it does?
Yes.
Okay, why?
A lot of your recruits that you got in here now, the only reason they coming is because of DJ.
Your team could probably look different if he left.
Yeah. The team will look very different.
Because he's good. I mean, he's good defense coordinator, hands down.
Okay. What say you, Dustin?
Yeah. I mean, Look, Jacquez Wilkes. Remember back, Hugh Freeze was still the coach, but it was after one of his many piss poor offensive performances.
Mhm.
And Jacquez Wilkes was asked after the game if it affected, his recruitment and commitment to Auburn, and he said, "No, because as long as I'm coming to play in DJ Durkin's defense, I'm good. I'm gonna get to the league, and he knows how to use me, and he'll get the best out of me." So that kind of gave you a little peek into what was important to him. There's a million different things that can go into why a kid wants to commit to a school. Every time I heard him spoke, it was pretty clear. Like, I want to play in this defense, and that's why I'm going to this school. I fit this system. I believe I can develop in this system. I think I can make the NFL in this system. So if you don't have DJ Durkin today, I don't know. I don't have any insight on that particular recruitment, but I'm just saying, like, based off of the public statements he made, Shadarius Tootle, does Georgia come in the last hour or another? I mean, that's an SEC linebacker right there. Yeah. A lot of schools could have came in the last minute and said, "Hey, bud, come on." So yeah, I think the class definitely looks different. And then the other aspect of that is like Ty said, your team could look different. Well, if you got DJ Durkin coming back, you probably feel good about a lot of these players that are already on defense not hitting the portal. If he doesn't come back, then what are you doing? You might be bringing in some other guys, like just trying to fill some holes because that certain players are going to leave whenever the portal opens up. You don't have to deal with a lot of that, man. And I think, I said this on one of the episodes. It's like I recorded 5 different episodes yesterday alone. It's been a busy week. But on one of them, I said, look, if you were in the line of blow it all up, or if you were in the camp of let's keep it together the best we can, I think you got a nice middle ground. Because what wasn't broke was the defense, and no one's blowing it up. You got DJ coming back for a third year. You can imagine that majority of the players are on that defense side of the ball are going to be back. And then, but in terms of offense and in terms of culture, Nick, you know how much I wanted that to get blown up. And you kind of did that with bringing in a new head coach as an offensive minded guy, and then also kind of resetting the we're so close culture and hey Hugh, it's your first year coaching in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. What have you learned about the hatred of this rivalry? Well, I don't want to hate anybody. I don't want to tell our players to hate it. That crap's gone. That's gone. You got a football coach in there now.
Yes, you do.
And I'm not saying it's going to work. That's to be determined. But that mindset change, is important. So yeah, man, I think keeping DJ Durkin is definitely gets you across the finish line with some of these important defensive recruits. And look, now that the Womack situation is final, I can say this. Look, Hugh Freeze was a good recruiter. That's never been in question. I was told by a very good source months ago that if Hugh Freeze got fired, no way Womack would end up in the class. And I asked, well, what if DJ Durkin stays? He's a defensive guy. Hey, likes DJ, doesn't matter. That's a Hugh Freeze guy. So I'm not like overly surprised, So at the end of the day, I think they did the best they could. And yeah, just let's see what they do in the portal, man. But keeping DJ is vital. It's vital in part. And look, think about this from a money standpoint, guys. Money standpoint, DJ Durkin leaves. Now you're going to have to spend a lot of money on that defensive side of the ball that you weren't otherwise going to have to spend. They look offense is clearly going in a different direction. You're going to see some turnover on the offense for sure. And then the guys that Auburn does want to pony up and keep, they're going to be willing to do that. But you kind of just you can focus the money really on those specific area of needs versus what you would have had with the alternative.
You on that? I think it's why you kind of seeing Jace Matthews kind of slow roll this. Kind of just want to weigh his options out. Plus, he got to get to know Alex Golish as well. I think that's why you hear him talk, about LSU and potentially Ole Miss. I think he probably ends up in the class. But just got to see what's going on. Just got to see what happens there.
If I was Auburn, I would say, look, we don't have a whole lot of guys in this class that we've broke the bank for.
Yeah.
Let's make this that one.
Agree.
There's some money sitting there for this class that you would have spent that you just really didn't get to. Yep. Use that like make this the one. Make this the one. Because perception is reality in recruiting. You kind of need to walk away with this one.
You got to have. He would be the only 5-star in this class. We need it.
You said something about Byron Brown. Was it Byron Brown?
Yeah, Byron Brown, quarterback from USF, who is if you read USF sports media, sports writers, he is prepared to hit the portal.
Do you need him?
Well, here's the thing. The question it depends. Okay, here's my thought process on this.
Him, like not a quarterback. Him.
See,
If you want to be successful in year one, you can bring him in, and Auburn could be successful on the offensive side of the ball because he knows the system. I'll say
no Ashton Daniels.
I asked this question.
You don't think you'll flush your quarterback room out of the into the portal?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that. I don't have any information on that.
I'm gonna say this tight at this part of my rant. If that's the case, if they get mad because, well, let me put it like this: if Deuce gets mad because he wants him to sit back for a year and learn the system, by all means, bro, good luck. Because I think that'll be the smartest move. Because Deuce and Brown is kind of one and the same. They both got big arms. They both can run. The man just threw for 3,000 yards and ran for 1,000. So why not bring him in and let him run the system so he can show Deuce, this is what you're gonna be. This is what you're gonna be doing next year, sir.
So what would it do for like what is it as Daniels classified?
If he decides to come back, he'll have 1 year left.
Oh, okay.
It'll be his last year. Yeah.
If he decides to come back to Auburn, I mean, he was asked after the Iron Bowl if he wanted to come back. He said he would love to. But a lot of people say a lot of things. A lot of things can change between.
Things change with a man in his wallet.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, like I asked this question: do you think Ashton Daniels is better than Byron Brown? Do you think he's the better option?
Sometimes rapport means a lot. I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that. No. Byron Brown's probably that. But I get worried because when you look at them in those big games that USF played, he did seem like he was like he had to do everything himself. That was the kind of the crazy thing about watching them.
They had some they had some talented receivers.
Because it's Tampa, Florida. My father lived down there. Dustin knows. It's like you can't go 500 feet without running into somebody that run. First of all, everybody fast, it seems.
Yeah.
And then if half of them can catch, you have no excuse not to have good receivers, But that competition they played against down at USF, and I don't know what the record was, but I don't know. Ashton Daniels has kind of been through the fire a little bit too. So some real, the top fire. More fire than I think what USF saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't think I can. I don't know. Because Brown played a 25th ranked Boise State, like top 10 Miami and a top 15 Florida.
Yeah.
In like almost back-to-back weeks. Florida and Miami was back-to-back, so.
But in the SEC, you playing monsters,
And we ain't seen Ashton for a whole season as starting quarterback in the SEC, so I don't know.
What's up, Wine Time? What's up, man? Hey, make sure
to be honest,
to Pub Sports Radio, my guy Wine Time Sports, Jimmy the Bag, and Dabby Cat, man. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Pub Sports Radio, man. Shout out to my guy Wine Time. What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm gonna have to get me a roll around for all these shows. But I'm like, it take 5 minutes for me to log out of my show. But I don't know. It can be a good quarterback competition, but if you can play somewhere else, you go ahead and take it. Because I think Miami's still looking for a piece too. I don't know who's gonna get it. Sellers is looking for somewhere to go. I understand, maybe.
Yeah,
he didn't answer the questions right. Yeah, South Carolina. He didn't answer.
He laughed. He gave a nice little chuckle when it was asked.
Yeah, he ain't going. It's your last year. It's your last chance. You got to make it count.
You got Marcel Reed probably hit the portal too.
Why would Marcel Reed hit the portal?
From
because the OC just went to Kansas State.
Yeah, to my guy
be the head coach. Yep,
that's good. That's a good point. Depends on who they
bring
in.
Go to Kansas State.
Yeah, he took
Yeah.
he took the Kansas State job because
He flipped. That's his
Kansas
alma
State job.
mater.
Yeah,
No, I'm
Kansas State
saying, well,
job.
you think Marcel Reeves will follow him to Kansas State?
No.
Excuse me.
I don't think he'll follow him to Kansas State.
Oh, okay. Just go somewhere else like USC.
Like,
Or just
man,
wait to see who's hired. yeah. I mean, they're in the playoff run. They are in a playoff situation. So
that's true.
I mean,
see what happens.
that's just like Ohio State, and they might be in a predicament too.
What happened to Ohio State?
Brian Hartline is the new head coach.
Hartline going to South Florida.
Yeah.
That's the offense coordinator?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
man,
and I need
I'm
you to go ahead
sad
and
hear
give
that,
your,
man. That breaks my heart.
And you got a rant. I want to get some rant in because we're gonna get out of here in a minute.
Don't forget your question. You had a comment about LSU. No, Penn State, Nick. You said something.
No, that's gonna be for one of my shows. One of my videos.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
So, for people that don't know, let me go ahead and replay them last 48 hours that we've been through. So that's from Saturday night to Monday, right?
Okay.
DJ Durkin was told he had a high percentage chance of becoming the Auburn head coach. They had a staff meeting, and the final two candidates was Golish and Durkin, and they left it in Cohen's hands. Cohen called at 1 o'clock in the morning, asked him, did he want the job? He said, of course, and this is our head coach. Now, what Cohen messed up at, instead of talking to DJ and getting him to understand why he chose Golish over him and probably bringing him in on a Monday, he brought him in Sunday. And that kind of made DJ feel some type of way, like, you just told me I had the job Saturday night, and Sunday he's announced as the new head coach. Like, what's really going on? That's why you had a holdout till Tuesday.
Money.
And Cohen, and being honest, Cohen almost messed up the greatest. I'm gonna say this. He almost messed up the greatest thing Auburn has right now. It was a good 60% possibility Sunday. I'm gonna say Sunday afternoon, Monday morning, that we would have never knew what DJ and Alex could put together on a team.
Wow.
But from what I heard on the contract deal, even though Alex brought in his defensive coordinator, he's not going to be co-defensive coordinator, none of that. He might be linebackers coach and an analyst. DJ is going to be the CEO of the defense. He doesn't have to coach a position. Just run your defense, sir. And he got paid.
Yeah, so he got some extra money. Do you think did he get do you think it's a positive? Well, is there any bad blood from what you understand in this situation?
Between who now?
Cohen and Derek Durkin.
I wouldn't think it would be bad blood no more than, hey, we've been together here 2 years. I put a little trust in you, and you pull a stunt like this.
And they let Knicks go. I was wondering.
I mean, that's still up in the air. He last I heard, he might be over there in Ole Miss next season.
We need a running backs coach, or we need a receivers coach.
We need a running backs coach. We might need a running backs coach.
All right.
Cadillac.
Okay.
So if DJ would have left, yeah, everybody should have Cohen should have been right out the door behind him. They should have fired him.
This is his second head coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm gonna say no, but I got my reason why I say it. I don't think Hugh was his first. I don't think Hugh was really his choice.
Oh.
I think they just gave him a list, pick from the list. You botched on Lane, so you got Hugh.
Yeah, whenever Auburn fired Brian Harsin, they had fired Alan Green shortly before that, so they didn't have an AD. So I agree with Ant. Like whenever Cohen came in, he was handed a list. Like these are the guys we've been talking to. So
gotcha.
Right.
Yep. Interesting.
Is that all, Ant? Is that all the insider information that Ant has for us tonight?
That ain't it. That ain't it.
Okay.
We hit on it for a second.
There's more.
So this is my real rant, right? For everybody who's worried about, Deuce might be leaving. Deuce, can we lose Deuce if we bye? Go ahead, go to LSU, Ole Miss, wherever you gonna go, Deuce. If Brown gives me a better chance to win a title this year, I'm gonna take him. Cause I gotta make a splash this year. Cause come on, now, we all know it's Auburn folk, Auburn fans. We've been going through this for the past 5.5 years of losing. Right? If you got a choice to have this man who just put up historic numbers in your system come to the SEC where he has more help, more talent, better offensive line play, why not?
Okay. Ant said if it comes down to him, if it came down to between Deuce Knight and Byron Brown, he's picking Byron Brown. Is what young Ant the insider said. All right.
Would that not throw you into a situation where you become Miami?
I don't know.
With that quarterback, you got to get that quarterback every year. You're going to get a good one, but it's like he's going to give you maybe 10, 11 games. I mean, that's a lot better than what you've been getting. But I think if you build it, do you expect to go to win a championship next year?
Well, here's the thing. If you look at it from that direction, if he believes in, I'm just taking the scenario that y'all put out. If you believe that, if you believe that Brush is the guy that you've evaluated, and the one thing that I know about one young Alex Golish is that they do scout and they evaluate very, very well. And this quarterback is a guy that he has identified very, very early on because he was actually committed to USF, excuse me. If he believes in him, he will put him out there and he will develop him. He will develop him as best as he possibly can. So if that's the case, if that happens and he does, and that scenario does happen, I think he looks at Ryan's Brush as the guy that can still run the offense that he wants.
I mean, another thing too, let's not forget Deuce isn't Alex quarterback.
That's true.
And with the insider information tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Hey, anything else, Ant, before you get up out of here, man?
No, I think that's it, man. You know.
Are you on the road?
Alabama? Yeah, man. I'm up there in the cold.
I feel for you, man.
I feel for myself, man. It's cold up here.
It'll be all right. Ant, man.
Alabama fans ought to have something to worry about in the coming future.
Yeah, where do you put that other SEC title?
This guy. Anyway, let's get out of here, man. We're gonna get out of here. Ant, man. Shout out to you, Ant, man. Be safe out there on that road, man.
Yes,
rolling.
Sir.
All right.
Year 2 in the championship.
We're gonna get out of here. Before we get out of here, man, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us as always. Make sure that you subscribe to these channels on YouTube. Subscribe to our guy, Ted's over at It's SEC Season, Tight Sports Alabama Football Megacast, DC Wolf over at Auburn _Addicts TV. I got Dustin at the Up Tempo Podcast. Be sharp over at the Sharpshooter Sports Talk, man. Shout out to our guy Vandy Chris over at the Go to Broom Podcast. The Huggy Beard himself on YouTube and at the Huggy Beard on Twitter. Also, subscribe to Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube. Also, subscribe to JMHO Sports Talk with our guy Coach Sean and On the Block Sports with Coach Carl as well, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us. As always, man, support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports. Shout out to our guy DJ, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Holly with an EY.
Hollywood.
And then follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. That's my guy. Mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We thank y'all so much for rocking with us. And if you want to know the video topic for tomorrow, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. The best hires in this coaching cycle. I go into detail about it. May not be who you think it is. 7 a.m. Central Time. It will be out. Check it out. Like the video, subscribe to the channel and all that. I know we just did it, but Dustin, tell them where they can find you at, man.
Hey, tomorrow, 10 a.m. We're going to do a live show, going to recap the signing class. I had to work a little bit late today. And like I said, I got to watch some film on some of these guys before I'm comfortable really coming on the microphone and talking about them. So I'm going to wake up early in the morning, get a couple coffees in me, break down some film. We'll go live. We'll talk about it, man. So be over there at 10 a.m. to talk about what I think is a solid job. I think Alex Golis did a solid job bringing in some kind of a class today with only 3 days and everything that he's had going on. So 10 a.m. tomorrow, we will be live over at the Up Tempo Podcast. Please join us.
Yes, sir. Shout out to I got Dustin, man. Man, shout out to Dustin, man. Appreciate you, Dustin. Yeah. Tight. Tell them where they can find you at, man.
Tight Sports, YouTube and Facebook. I got a short I'm dropping right now. Just recapping the Iron Bowl. Kind of a dedication to the Iron Bowl. And I'm going to be peeing all over the legacy of Lane Kiffin. No, it's actually definitely a tribute song to just the Iron Bowl. Not we won, you won. And they don't be peeing all over Lane Kiffin for probably the rest of the week. I got a lot of songs I put together, and I'm about to go do something about this comedy going on Mount Nittany. That's Penn State. If people know that. Keep an eye on my shorts, man. If nothing else, your ass gonna laugh.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to Tight Sports and Alabama Football Making Cast.
Hit
We
that like button.
appreciate y'all so much, man. Hit the like button. Before we get out of here, as always, man, make sure you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23. We're trying to grow our following over on Twitter. So please, if you're on Twitter, go over there and follow us there at CoolestPod23. And of course, we're trying to hit 1,000 subs before the end of 2025. I don't know how far we have to go. I haven't checked since this morning. I can't remember the number. But we still have to. We're trying to make that trek. So if you would please hit the subscribe button, share the content, like the content, go watch the content, interact with the content, man. We're trying to give you really great content. Not every day, but majority of the days. So please hit that subscribe button, man.
You got 47 subs to go, bro. Like, come on.
I do.
Let's go. 47 subs to go.
953. Okay, 47 subs. Let's
you
make this
can
thing
do
happen.
it. Yeah.
47 subs to go before we hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025 is our goal, man. Because Water Cooler Talk Sports, we're trying to go that way. We're trying to become a legitimate media company around here, around the water cooler, man. So we appreciate y'all so much, ladies and gentlemen, man. As always, shout out to Dustin, shout out to Tight, shout out to Ant. For coming to rock with us. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat with us tonight, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us always. It's always appreciated when y'all come around and rock with us. It's never not appreciated. Shout out to Marcus, man. Shout out to Marcus for getting the promotion. Shout out to Marcus. That's the reason why he's not on here tonight. He's celebrating his promotion. So shout out to Marcus. He had a surprise dinner because he got promoted at work. So shout out to my guy Marcus for that, man. So we appreciate that, man. All right, we're going to get out of here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. We'll be back on Friday. We'll be previewing the SEC championship game, as a matter of fact. And we'll be talking some more about one young Alex Golesh as well. Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to Marcus, man. Of course. Shout out to Marcus is what it is, man. So we'll be back, man. You all have a good one. As always, it is one love, ladies and gentlemen, and we are out this mug. I holla. Peace. We out.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.